Good morning, everybody. Welcome back. A few minutes after 6, heading up to the tent. Just taking it nice and slow. I was hoping to get leave kind of like before this storm, and when I was going through Duluth it was raining pretty hard. It's still coming down fairly good. I mean, it's 33 degrees only, so you got to be really, I mean, we're middle of January, so really got to watch out for any slippery roads. Haven't been any yet, but I don't know when that transition is going to be. Filled up with fuel. According to my phone, it's 34 degrees here, but you can hear, like when I walked out of the gas station, it was real slippery on the concrete, and you can just hear, I mean, it's still raining, but I can hear ice hitting against my truck. Well, now that I don't have to hold on to the steering wheel with two hands, people right behind you the whole time, this is a little easier. The reason I'm going up to the tent this time, it's not the winter trip. That doesn't happen for usually about 6 weeks. I usually do that after Melissa gets back from her trip to Louisiana. But they've had so much snow up there, and we had the ice storm where we first had ice and then got snow. And they got about 3 feet of snow in that one storm, over 30 inches anyway. And it's snowed a few, more than that, but that was just one storm. So anyway, I'm going up there because I just want to make sure everything is okay. Check out the tent, make sure it's still standing. Check out the folks' place, make sure everything is all right there. So I'm going up today. We'll snowshoe across the lake. I'm going to stay one night if everything's okay, and I'm gonna watch. We have a winter storm coming in here, and it sounds like 3 to 4 inches down by the house, and 4 to 5 or 6 up by the tent. So anyway, I'll watch that to make sure that if the roads are going to be really, really crappy, and I think I need to be back home in case something happens with Melissa, I would head back this afternoon. But as of right now, I'm going to go up there today, spend the night, and then I'll drive out tomorrow. I just need to check everything and make sure everything is okay. I was just driving between 40 and 45, and I felt my truck start to fishtail. I had such a scary feeling, so clicked it in 4-wheel drive and dropped it down. Now I'm only doing 35. Kind of hoping that as I continually rise in elevation here, eventually this will just switch over to snow. At least if you got snow on the road, you get some traction. When I was packing stuff up yesterday, I only needed a few things, and I'm looking through my bag and it's like, oh, I have 2 rain jackets in there. I don't need those. Might have been a good idea to throw one in. It's the second rough grouse on the side of the road that I've seen. 2 live ones. I saw one that got hit by a car also. Trying to switch over now. Getting a little bit of white on the road. We're almost there, but at least it's not raining hard. 3/4 of a mile to go. First half of the walk is done. It's not bad at all. Second half is usually a little bit tougher, but I don't think it's going to be too bad. There's the folks' place. That one looks like it's doing good. I don't know if you can see it in there. So far, it looks like everything's still standing. This isn't bad. The snow has really dropped down. I mean, this isn't when I usually do the winter trip, like I said. But there is way less snow than there was last year. So that's good. It's really dropped down. A lot of really windy days up here for a while after that storm, and I think that kind of blew things off the tent. It'll take a minute for the lights to warm up and everything, but I can't believe there's been a critter in here, another squirrel. Some stuff got dropped down, just a little bit. In the bedroom here where they get in, we blew a whole bunch of the foam stuff, and Zach shot 5 squirrels up here. Thought we had all of them. They still chewed through that. Through the plastic. But they didn't move my pens. I see that the remote for the DVD got knocked down. Not too bad though. It's chilly in here. Heavy snow now. I'm not going to shovel anything going out to like the fire pit or anything. I'll have to get a trail going to the outhouse, but only up here for today and tonight. Now that I'm in here, this is just beautiful. brought up some bread that's smushed some now. Brought up hamburgers, like I always cook for lunch. Thing of milk, 1 can of vegetables, 3 potatoes, and then they had this, when I went to the store, this was in the reduced bin, it's like a sirloin tip steak or something, you know, it's not really good, but I think I'll just cut this up with potatoes for supper and fry it up in the frying pan or in the skillet, and should be good. Brought up a dry pair of shoes because the only ones I have up here are my clog shoes. I've got boots up here if I needed them. Brought a water. Got my 9mm in case some weird person comes by. Beer. Brought up some DVDs that I got for Christmas. I got Star Trek Picard Season 2, the whole season, and the first 2 seasons of Tales of Wells Fargo. That's a Western. I don't know if you guys have ever watched it, but I like this. I like Gunsmoke, and this is probably my second favorite of Westerns because it's the same thing. It's always got, good guy always wins, you know. I like it. For a new one. now that that's done, I think I'm going to make some lunch. And then after lunch, we'll run over to the folks' cabin and check that out. And then everything is done that I was going to do up here. Oh, birds. I brought 2 extra pieces of bread in case they showed up. Let's see here. Come on. You missed it. Come on down. Where's the third one? Maybe you are the third one, the shy one. If you are, you got bigger. Come on. Starting to feel nice in here now. Oh, the birds are back. Coming back for more? It's a big piece. Come on, last one. You get the biggest one. If you can pull that one off. I dropped it. There, you got it. So, 2 hamburgers with bread, 1 without, and 2 chewy dips. Chocolate chip. That's my lunch. And everything to drink is frozen, but I always drink water.
It'll be long on courage to hold down his job.
It looks like way more snow on the roof over here than what I had at the tent. I'm making sure I stop and take pictures and I send them to my dad. I don't see where any critters got in here. It's cold in here. Got a lot of snow on that back deck. Now let's head back to the tent. Well, tonight all I'm doing is editing on a video here. I mean, there's nothing really to do. And I wanted to hopefully get this one done. I don't know if I'll get there. I'm doing the sheetrock and stuff on the guest house. So I was doing that, and then I have some of the Tales of Wells Fargo in, and so then I'll be doing this, then I'll be stuck watching that. I need to. It's weird. It's 81 degrees in here, but I can tell that the wood is burned down in the stove because it's a little bit more chilly down by my feet. So I need to put some wood in there. And I need to cook up some dinner. So I think I'll get that done, so that's over with also. Otherwise, there's not a lot to do. I'm leaving in the morning. So, but I would like to vacuum in here because I just can't see leaving the tent without vacuuming. Yesterday at home, you know, I'm doing that sheetrock in the guest house, and it's stacked outside. So I thought I was going to be doing some sheetrock. Anyway, in the morning I went out there. It was still just barely getting light out. And I carried in a whole bunch of sheets, and it was the 1/2 inch stuff, so it's ultralight. So, hey, you know, and carried, I opened it up, carried 2 pieces in there. It's like, man, that's light. So then I just started carrying 2 at a time, and then go up the ramp, and up and over, and get around, and get in the door. Carried a bunch in. Well, yesterday my arm was sore right here because it would just feel so stretched out, you know. And then now the arm is fine. That's what I thought would be sore today. But my thighs from here up, right in here, are so sore. I must have had to use just a muscle that I hadn't used carrying all that in. And I don't notice it until I have to get up and down. It's like, oh, it's so sore. This should feel better by tomorrow. Burn that too. I brought up more food than I needed. You just never know, like you're coming up here and we know it was going to be rainy and ice, and then they were saying 4 to 5 inches of snow, which I don't know what's going on now. I don't see much for snow, but my phone still says there's more coming. But anyway, you never know if you're going to be forced up here for 2 days. So I have enough food that I could easily eat for well, I could probably eat here for a long time if I just cook the stuff up that's in those bins down there. But anyway, I brought up enough food to cook for 2 days just in case. Well, that's my next piece right there. So far, every light that I've cut out. That's a good looking tent supper there. What I don't eat, I'll throw out to the birds in the morning before I leave.
I'll tell you, kill me. You holding out on us? No, I'm not holding out on you.
Well, I think that this video is done. I always do it on the timeline and then go to the expert side, which I can do it here. It's just easier for me on the other side because of the way I film. And then I go through this whole line, and if there's any of them that are blue, unless it's a picture I put in there, if it's blue I didn't edit it. So this one looks good. You'd be surprised how many times if you get a really long video where you stop and do something or start up the next day where you forget a video clip. Actually there's one, oh no, this is just the color that's blue. So now I will click render, and it will render this so that I can watch it smoothly, and then I will watch it, and if there's no mistakes, then I will have to do a true full render, and then I can upload it. Okay, everyone. Well, thanks a lot for watching. Okay, this video had no mistakes, so I will get this doing the render, and then I can vacuum in here. Alright, that is how you finish editing a video. Be about 10 minutes and it'll be ready to be uploaded. So last time I was here was November 18th, and today is January 16th, so it's been almost 2 months. And when I left the tent after deer hunting, it was 13.6 degrees outside and 73.8 inside because the stove died down overnight. And right now it's 30.9 outside, which is amazing for January, and it's 85.3 in here, up this high. What did we have the morning before, November 17th? At 5:20 it was 19 degrees outside and 65.5 inside. The day before that it was 27.7 outside, 78.4 inside. This is in the morning. So yeah, pretty mild this time. Wonder what it'll be like for the real winter trip in, 5-6 weeks. Okay everyone, well it's almost 10:15, just about time for me to go to bed. It's not really snowing out right now, so I don't know what they mean with this 5 inches, but tomorrow morning we're heading home. Good morning everybody. Some real light snow falling right now. You can see it a little better back here. Well, right now it's 22 minutes after 6. Just waiting. It's not going to get light for another hour yet, so just hanging out. And once it gets light out, I'll head back out across the lake. Well, it's about 5 to 7, and it might be starting to get a little light. I mean, I don't know. It's still pretty dark out. I was just out there, and the wind is picking up. I didn't know it was going to get windy. I just wanted to know. It says it's 29 degrees. It's 29.7. Snow shower. 89% chance of 1 inch. Let's see what it says. It says only 5 to 10 miles per hour. The only thing is when you're crossing the lake, when it gets real windy, that can make it rougher because it just gets cold, but it's not cold out. Not compared to some of the crossings I've done. Okay, everyone. Well, thanks a lot for watching. Nice little one-night stay at the tent. Glad to know that everything is doing okay. Everything is still standing. Snowing out pretty good. The roads are going to be a mess. My trip across the lake is done. I will see you guys on the next video.